Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Steve Vincent, the founder of the Southern Oregon Angel Investment Network. Steve, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Anyone who's watching who isn't aware of this, it's a great program you started. What is the Angel Investment Network?
So we started the Angel Investment Network really as an initiative of SoReady, an initiative that will cause economic development, job growth, the creation of new businesses within Southern Oregon, and really the idea is to grow local and find entrepreneurs who have dreams or visions of taking a business to launch and really matching them up with the availability of capital. What SoReady does is it brings along professional services and other ways and means to help that company launch. And then we bring along a group of high net worth individuals who are the Southern Oregon Angel Investment Network members and match their capital with companies looking for launch stage capital.
Okay, so how do you pick a winner, if you will? And your event coming up Wednesday is the announcement of that, correct?
That's right. So over the last several months, we've gone through a process, or I should say the investors have gone through a process of reviewing 31 different companies that submitted business plans with a capital request in that plan, financials, all of those pieces. And the investors have winnowed that down to a top 5 companies that they will look at Wednesday's Southern Oregon Angel Conference. And at that conference, 5 companies will get up on a stage and compete for a $160,000 investment from this group of investors. And again, it's not a grant and it's not really a prize.
Yeah.
It really is an investment, and the investors are putting the screws to the companies and evaluating whether or not there's going to be a good rate of return, how's the company going to launch, in order to determine who is the most investable company to put their funding into.
Now, how did you get started with this? Where did you get this idea?
Well, the idea, and I think anybody here in the Valley would see it, it's fairly obvious that startups and entrepreneurs in our region don't have access to capital. Unfortunately, they can't go in and get a traditional loan. You or I don't want our deposits to be used in risky loans. And so that piece of the capital available just isn't there. And a lot of startup companies around the country often find individual investors who are willing to help them launch that startup. And so we really needed to find a means to do that here in this region. Find individuals who are willing to put some of their own net worth into some very small companies, either companies that need expansion capital to launch a new product or a service into the marketplace, or to start up a new idea or a new venture. And so I think it's obvious to a lot of us that that gap exists. And if we want to see our economy really grow, it's great to have the recruitments and it's great to have expansions, but we really got to address this space of entrepreneurs and find a way to get the capital to them as well. So that's really what this initiative is about.
It's very cool. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. Much more with Steve in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. We're here with Steve Vincent, the founder of the Southern Oregon Angel Investment Network. So tell us about this business that won last year's event, I should say.
Oh, so last year was amazing. We had 26 investors who came together and invested in Folium Partners of Ashland. And they were one of 31 applicants, which is coincidental. 2 years in a row, same number of applicants.
Wow.
And so anyhow, they were selected by the they were selected by the investors simply because they had the best plan, they had the best opportunity to return the capital, and they continue to operate today. And what was significant, though, is at last year's conference, the investment amount was $155,000. But as the investors negotiated terms and conditions with Folium, 4 investors came back and increased it to $300,000. So of all the angel conferences in Oregon, and there are 5, we're the highest investment amount of any of the conferences. So I've actually had people in Portland call me and say, you've embarrassed us a little bit. And so in Southern Oregon, we're really strong. We're doing very well.
That's very impressive. Okay, and so you got the event Wednesday. You got 5 business plans to hear up on the stage. Okay, can anyone come to this event?
Anybody is welcome to come to the event. We have a registration website at soready.org. Somebody can go in there and register for the conference. It's at Bigham Knoll in Jacksonville. So the Cutler Group has been very generous with the facility, and it's at 7:30 on Wednesday morning. Somebody could show up at the door or go onto the website to register for the conference.
That's SoReady. Okay, all right. And you know, it's too late for any prospective businessmen or businesswomen on you know, who are watching at home. But next year's event, can they sign up on your website?
Right. We're just a half a dozen months away. Go to southernoregonangelinvestors.com or Google that and look to our website. We will form a new LLC with a new group of investors this fall to launch the next year's conference. So about November, December is when business plans will begin to be reviewed by investors.
Excellent. Steve, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.